Hey everyone, Cem Tezcan here. I'm recording this video for showing you how to apply the rain material function over a metahuman character that has been a little bit changed on the last version of the Unreal Engine, which is the 5.6. Now they have included the metahuman creator inside the engine, so that makes it a little bit different to edit the existing materials of the metahumans. So first you need to enable the plugin inside your project to create a metahuman, which is the metahuman creator. And after doing that, it just restarts your project, and you can now able to add metahuman characters inside your project. So I am switching back to the sample level map inside the rain material first. And here I'm going to create a metahuman and edit the material of the metahuman to have the rainflow overlay function to manipulate its normal map. So as a starter, I'm going to switch to the root and add a new metahuman character like this. You can rename it. Let's make it example. And next, I'm going to double click to that to create a metahuman. It warns me about some project settings. Let's enable those as well. It may need a restart, but I won't do that for now. You see that this is the Metahuman Creator UI, and let's move it here. And next I am going to select a preset. You can also use your own metahumans as well. Let's work on this first preset. I'm going to double click it. And it just opens up the preset for us to edit as a metahuman. But what I'm going to do is to make it available inside my project. So consider this as we have completed the design of our metahuman and we are going to put it inside our project. So here there is an assembly tab right here. This makes the exporting process of the created metahuman. But you see that the button is grayed out, so it warns me about the character is not rigged. You can either click one of those to rig your character. Let's move on with this one. And now it will warn us about the missing textures. We can download the textures on our draft character. Let's move on by 2K. And it downloads and applies the texture set to the model. And after doing that, we are now able to export our model. But you see that the button is missing. Don't worry about that. Just switch back and forth between tabs, and it will come up. And also, it will be in the color of green. So we can assemble this metahuman right now. It takes a little bit of time. I'm going to speed up the video for this assemble process. So after that, we are going to edit the materials of this metahuman. Alright, now the assembly is completed. Now we can close this screen. You can save it as well. Let me see. sorry, I was going to close the project. Actually, we can just close the Metahuman Creator UI for now. Now you see that there is a new folder here which is named as Metahumans. I'm double clicking it, and it has another folder that is the same name with the name that we have been renamed our character, which is the example. Let's double click it, and this is a blueprint of the created Metahuman. I am moving it over my level map like this, and now we are going to edit the master material of this Metahuman. To find the master material, we need to click to edit the BP example, which is the name of our Metahuman for this instance. And here under this blueprint, I'm going to navigate to the viewport tab. Here is the Metahuman we have created. I'm selecting the face, and you will see that the material applied to the face is here. The main material here is the MI face skin baked LOD0. So I am browsing to this one, which is here, and let's double click to that, and this opens up the material instance settings of the specific material. So here I am going to open up the master material of this material instance, which is the master material of the Metahuman as well. So here on this blueprint we have some nodes here, but this is the baked inputs material function is what we need on this case. So I am double clicking to that as well, and here you will see that the baked texture channels are applied to a material attribute for this material function. So what we are going to manipulate here is the normal map of this master material. So I am navigating under a material function of the rain material here. So double clicking to the rain material, under the materials folder, there is a ground rain normal overlay function that we are going to use for normal maps, modifying the normal maps. I am drag and dropping it to the blueprint here, and for this normal map I am connecting it to this material function and connect it back to the related material input for this attribute for this material function. Here another thing we can do is add a parameter for the roughness, because since we are going to make the face look like it's wet, we may need to reduce the roughness value of the face as well. So I am adding a multiply function for the roughness channel, adding a constant here. I'm setting the constant to 1 as a default value. By right clicking, I'm converting it to a parameter and renaming the parameter name as roughness multiplier. So here I am connecting it back to the roughness. So the baked roughness channel goes here and multiplied by the parameter that we are having and goes to the roughness as well. So we have manipulated normal map and the roughness map of this master material of the Metahuman. So closing this and saving it, and let's switch back to the viewport. Here it looks like nothing much of changed. So here for this face material instance you see the actual parameters of the Metahuman, but there is a new tab here which is named as global scalar parameter values. These are the parameters of the rain material which we have added as a material function to the master material of the Metahuman. So here I'm going to adjust the UV multiplier. Let's set it as 0.5. Sorry. Here, maybe 0.25 looks better. And also we can decrease the general flow speed to 1 to make the flow in a slower speed. So here we have added a roughness multiplier as well. We can adjust it to make the face a more glossy and less rough in that way. So that makes the how to apply the rain material over the existing master material of the Metahuman. So if you want to change the same parameters for the arm material as well, we may need to find the arm material instance first. So I'm clicking to the Metahuman again, editing the blueprint, navigating through the viewport, clicking to the arms, and here this is the material for the arms, which is MI body baked. So I am double clicking to it, and here we have the additional parameters for the rain material for that one as well. So let me adjust the UV multiplier for that one as well, 0.25, and you see that the flow is also happens for the arms and legs as well. It looks like the flow is looking like going up. On the next update, I'm going to add a parameter for rotating the flow direction as a UV rotator. So you may find this update in few weeks. And also we can change the static drop mode, switch to static drop mode, and set the general flow speed to 0 to make it look like splashes going on for this arms and legs, like this. So after editing the master material, all the rain material parameters are available for all Metahuman materials. Also, I'm going to add a enable and disable parameter as well to prevent the unnecessary calculations for the materials that has been assigned to the Metahuman, because we may not need to apply the water flow to every place on the Metahuman. So I'm going to make it disabled by default, and it will prevent the any calculation through the material function of the rain material. So you may need to enable it and then adjust the parameters throughout the Metahuman's instances as usual. So that makes it to adjust the material for the Metahuman to make them look like under rain. So thanks for watching.